Good evening, friends. Today's date is 18 August 2021, and our today's topic is array in Java. My name is Yogesh Rao. Let's we start our today's topics. Array. An array is a collection of similar types of elements which has continuous memory locations. And Java is an object which contains elements of similar data types. The elements of an array are stored in the continuous memory locations. It is data structures where we store similar elements. We can store only fixed set of elements in Java array. Means we have to only fixed size. And before when we declare an array, we have to initialize size of array also important. So without initialization we cannot executing we cannot process that array, and we cannot updating or increasing the size of array in the execution of programs. An array is an index base, and the first elements of an array is stored at the 0th index, and the second element is stored at the first index number. So on it can be stored. Unlikely, for example, C and C++, we can get the length of an array using the length member. C++ we need to initialize the size of operators, but in Java, array is an object of a dynamically generated class. Java array inherits the objects class and may implementations the serialization as well as clonable interfaces. Means we can store the primitive values of objects or the objects in an array like C and C++. So we can also create the single dimensional array, multi-dimensional array in Java. Next we have to see the how the elements are stored into the array. Suppose we can declare the length of array size is 9. Then the array can be stored from index number 0 to 8, means 0 1 2 3 4 5 7 6 7 8 up to 8 elements, means and another one is 0. This is also size of array is 9. Then we can see the advantage of array. The code optimizations can be makes code optimized, means we can retrieve or sorted the array effectively, and we can sorting and accessing the data as a randomly, means we can get the data located at a index positions. Then these are the advantages of array. Then disadvantages of array also available. The most one is size of array, means their limits. Size limits means we can store the fixed size of elements in the array. It does not grow its size at runtimes. We discuss about this in the previous points. To solve these problems, the collection framework is used in the Java, which grows the automatically increasing or decreasing the array size. But what in this, and second disadvantage of array is when we declare the array size, and we can only use the means we can declare the size of array is 100, and we can only use the array of size is only 50. Then 50 another 50 can be wastage of that array size, and it can be worst thing to wastage of the memory of array. And then this is second drawback of array. For this drawback overcomes to the collection framework is available in the Java. In the collection means in that scenario we can only, when we have to, as per our requirement, the array size is increasing or decreasing as per our requirements, means their wastage is not possible. Then we have to see the types of array: single dimensional array and the multi-dimensional array. Then we have to see the syntax of single dimensional array, data types and the array arguments, means first of all we have to declare the we have to declare the data type of array, and we have to declare the arguments, array arguments, and we have to initiate of an array in the Java. We have to see how we can initialization of array. Array reference variable, array integer, integer a is equal to new int in array size is 5, means the size of array is 5, and new is create the of that array of variable name is a, and the data types. We have to see the example of an array. Means we can declare initiate and initialize to an array. We can take class A public static void main methods, and the integer a array is equal to new int in array bracket, in square bracket 5. The size is of array is 5, and the a is the variable of that array, and the data type is int. Before the variable or after the variable, we have to declare the or mention the array to square braces after or before the variable. Then how should we initialize that array size? Array elements means a of 0 is equal to 10, a of 0 a of 1 is equal to 20, a of 2 is equal to 25, a of 3 is equal to 35, a of 5 is equal to a of 4 is equal to 45. These are the size of array, and we will initialize that size elements. Then how we can access that array? Means we have to using the one for loop the size of array with the size of array, and we can only print that array. And then system.out.println and a of I braces complete, and we can execute, and we can see the all the array elements. Then we have to see the declaration, initialization, and initiations of an Java array. Int a array is equal to in curly braces 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. This is the declaration initiations and initializations. Let's see the one example of that. For this array class, class my class main methods, and int a is array is equal to in bracket 1 2 3 4 5, and we have to take a one for loop, and length of a array a dot length, and the print out the array size array elements a of I. And in this scenario we can only suppose we can declare the I only, print out the I, means in this scenario we can only display the index of that array 0 1 2 3 4. And we can, how should we use the for each loop for means for loop to Java array? Means for each loop is the new concept of an Java array. Means in this scenario we can use data type with variable name and the array. Then how should we initialize? Let's we discuss class my class main methods public static void main string array arguments. Integer array we can take variable name a, int array curly square braces a is equal to 2 3 4 5 and bracket curly bracket complete. And for each loop we can initialize for in bracket int I. Int is a data type, and I is that for using the length of an array size, and colon array means we have to use that variable of that array a. System.out.println, and we can use I. This I will print out all the elements of that array. This is we can use in this scenario, we can use the for each loop. Then how should we passing the array into the methods? Let's discuss class my class and static void main int in bracket int array and square bracket complete int m is equal to array of 0. Let's int we can use the for loop int I is equal to 1 and I is less than a dot length I plus plus, and so we can using the if conditions for to check the condition of array of size is less than the size of array, mean is equal to array of I. System.out.println and main. In the main methods we can initialize that array int a is equal to array a is equal to 2 3 4 5 bracket complete, and we can pass that method to pass this array to that method means in bracket a. Then this will goes to the mean methods, means to the mean variables mean methods, and mean methods can access that array argument parameters and or arguments. This will catch that all the array and it will print out that array. We have to discuss about the multi-dimensional array. Multi-dimensional array is also known as matrix array. Then in this data is stored the row and column based index, also known as matrix forms. Then we have to discuss the how the syntax of multi-dimensional array similarly of the single dimensional array, but only we have to declare the another one array into the syntax, means int 2 square brackets means array and variable name is single one a is equal to new int square bracket 2 square brackets like we can take the size of that array 3 means 3 row and 3 columns. When we declare the 3 variables of that array size, this array 0 0 is equal to 1, a 0 1 is equal to 2, 0 2 is equal to 3, 0 4, like this we can utilize that array. We have to see the one example of that multi-dimensional array. My class is equal to main method public static void main string array arguments. We have to declaring and initialize that array int 2 square bracket and a is equal to in square curly braces 2 curly braces and one curly braces we have to initialize the 3 values and complete that braces, and another one also 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 6 7 8. This is the multi-dimensional of array. Then we have to using the 2 for loops for this array, for one for 2 row and one for 2 columns. This I is equal to 0 and I is less than 3 I plus plus, and similarly to j loop, and we can print out that array by using sysout syntax and a of I j. Then this will be print to the consoles. This is also known as array. Our today's topic is complete. Thank you.